We're gonna come back to down dog, get that butt up in the air, shake it a little bit. No, uh, that's a different that's a different video. Alrighty, let's do this. This is day number 1 of my wellness challenge, where I take on an entire month straight of doing these wellness practices. I'm going to start off with doing some breathwork exercises. I'm going to use this drum here to kind of accompany myself. I find that incorporating music with these practices is probably going to be the best way for me to move forward being a musician. So this is called a frame drum, a Cooperman frame drum. Yeah, we're just going to dive right into this exercise. So this practice that I've been working on for a little bit, thinking about and playing around with, is going to be a breathwork exercise where I am intentionally breathing in for a certain amount of beats that I'm going to keep on the drum, and then I'm going to be exhaling to a certain amount of beats. It's actually going to go in a sequence. First, it's going to be breathing in for 4 beats and then exhaling for 4 beats. And then it's going to speed up and it's going to be breathing in 2 beats and then exhaling in 2 beats. And then it's going to finally be breathing in on 1 beat and breathing out on another beat. So this is going to help me kind of ground myself as I go into the next step, which is probably going to be some yoga, meditation, things like that. So yeah, let's make it happen. Let's do it. So ready. Gonna set myself up here. Gonna get some deep breaths before I even get ready. Already. Let's get ready for round 2. Take a couple breaths. Round 2. Get ready for round number 3. Take a couple deep breaths. Alrighty. Round 3. Just going to take a couple moments to reflect. Alrighty. Yeah, that was part number 1. Stay tuned for the next part. As I hop into the next part of day 1, I wanted to reflect on my breathworks exercise and just kind of say that it's something I've thought about for a long time, the last few weeks now, about how I was going to incorporate breathworks into my daily practice, and that went decently well, but I do want to say there were a couple moments, especially in the faster moments, that I kind of had a hiccup, and it was almost hard to get back on beat. And I think that comes from my mind not being 100% on my breath per se. You know, my mind drifts, and we all our minds drift. So it's okay to have those drifting thoughts, to be a little bit absent from a project that you're working on or something. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, you know, I felt really good about it, but, you know, there's definitely room for improvement, and moving forward, it's definitely going to be something I'll be a little bit more conscious of. So, yeah, cool. Starting out with a 20-minute morning yoga. I'm going to be starting off with my hips sitting on my heels, and yeah. It was much harder than I thought. I don't think this was the video for me, especially with my physical physique. A lot of groundwork with this yoga, so we're going to hop into a little something else and come back to this one maybe at the end of the challenge. So I just tried working through a 20-minute yoga, and as you probably just saw, and it really is a little bit more challenging than I thought because of my physique. As you can see, I'm quite curvy and overweight, but that doesn't mean that I should stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through some yoga flows that I have done before, and I'll kind of talk while I'm doing it, and you can follow along or just check out my sick curvy body. But most importantly, I just kind of want to activate the body and work through it. So a lot of this is going to be working through some warrior pose, kind of different positions and different salutations. Wow, I'm really making a fool of myself, but let's get into this. Let's make this happen. Alrighty, first I'm going to hang out here. I'm going to spread my legs. Take a deep breath, straighten out the spine. Release the tension in my shoulders. Alrighty. Arms up to the universe. I'm going to forward fold. Inhale on the up, roll back your shoulders when you reach that up point. So we're going to do that one more time. Hands up to the universe. Big inhale. And forward fold. Alrighty, and make sure to roll back those shoulders. So, we've got some breath in our stomach, and we're feeling a little bit more engaged. Let's just start off this. Standing straight up, straighten the spine. Make sure you have your pants pulled up. So here we go. We're going to step in. We're going to take our right leg. We're going to step out real far, give it a little bend to it, and we're going to step into a warrior pose. I don't know the name, but it's going to be some sort of warrior salutation. So big inhale, holding the leg, feeling the stretch in our quad muscles. Hands up to the universe. And then we're going to step out like this. Feel our shoulders. Come back up. Come back out. Open up to the world. Open up the heart a little bit. Make sure it's open. Then we're going to take our right hand here. We're going to reach down to our feet. Left hand reaching up to the sky, to the universe. Going to feel that stretch in our lower back. And then we're going to take our left hand, pull it a little farther, bring it horizontal. We're going to feel that stretch in our ribs. Hands up to the universe. Step it back to center. Drop our hands. Alrighty, we're going to do the same thing on the left side, so I'm going to turn around. Give you the good side. So here we go. Okay, a couple deep breaths, roll back the shoulders, and relax. Hands up to the universe. I like to take 2 breaths at least in each position just to make sure my body's getting enough oxygen. So, step into warrior position. Feeling the stretch in our left quad and our right calf, feeling it kind of stretch out those muscles that we use every day. We're always on our legs, feet, so feel it. Hands up to the universe. We're open up like this, open up our heart. We're going to fold forward. Bringing our left hand to our left foot, right hand reaching up to the sky. We'll bring our right hand horizontal and feel that stretch in the ribs and the lower back. Back up to the sky, to the universe. Wow, a little unstable there. Couple deep breaths in this position. Bring it up to the universe. Bring our feet back together. And hands down. Oy. Now we're gonna do some folds. First, I'm going to center myself again. It's important to feel grounded and make sure that spine is straight so we can receive all of this information that our body is telling us and help us to kind of move forward in our flows here. Okay, feet shoulder width apart, kind of feeling stable. That's a really grounding technique right there, is to feel really stable, feeling really into the ground. So right now I'm just going to kind of rock back and forth, feel my ankles, feel the energy. I have a lot of problems with my ankles, being a larger person, as well as a birth defect that I had. So some of this is challenging because of that birth defect. So, okay, cool. We're gonna go do a forward fold. So let's do this. Big inhale. second one. Raising our hands up to the universe. Forward fold. Alrighty. Taking our right hand, reaching out, stepping into a down dog. Holding this for 2 breaths. Bringing one knee down, my right knee, and feeling my left leg. And I've taken the knee, and bringing it back to open up my hips. You can't even see me. That's alright. This isn't for you, this is for me. Alrighty, back up to the down dog. This time, bringing the left knee down, bringing the right knee back to kind of open up my hips. Feeling a lot of good juju, opening up the hips, feeling them kind of release some of the tension. So, alrighty. We're gonna come back to down dog, get that butt up in the air, shake it a little bit. No, that's a different video. Alrighty, and slowly bring your feet back down. Kind of feel your energy shift back onto just your feet. And a forward fold. Inhaling on the up. Rolling back the shoulders. And exhale. Alrighty. Let's stay in that wide stance. Or not you guys, just me. I'm going to stay in this wide stance. Actually going to get a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. I'm going to do some arm work. Got to stretch out my back, my chest, my arms, of course. Maybe a little bit of my neck, because there's a lot of tension in the neck, shoulder area. So bringing the arms out, open up the heart, feel it in the pecs, feel it in the heart. That we're going to feel some rotation. We're going to move our bodies, kind of go into a twist, kind of bringing our arms, changing them 90 degrees, and just slowly feeling the back stretching. And do that same thing on the right side. Reset, hands up to the universe. Okay. Yeah. Let's do a couple ground things. You're gonna sit back, take your buttocks, rest it on your hips if you can. If not, just kind of feel that stretch in your quad muscles and bring your feet out as much as possible so you can feel that stretch in the top of your foot. I'm going to step into one of my favorite stretches. I learned this in high school drumline, and it's quite wonderful. So we're going to bring ourselves, you know what, we're going to do this, deep breath. Hands up to the universe. And we're going to step out like this, centering into the tabletop position. Spread our legs apart just a little bit, about shoulder width apart, to give us some stability. We're going to do the cat and cow position. So first we're going to go to the cow position, and that's going to be a big old inhale and exhale, and we're lowering that center of the back where the sacral chakra is, bringing that down. The idea is to get it as low as possible, bringing the chin up. Imagine what a cow looks like, and stretching out both the back and the core, feeling that. Now we're going to step into the cat position. Cat position. Cat, we're going to go up. We're going to bring our back up. We're going to arch our back. Even get up on your tips of your fingers like a big old cat, and stretch that out like a cat that's really mad. Stray cat, you stole its garbage. Yep. One more big inhale, and exhale down to cow. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle wham. Kind of feel out the muscles. Get it a little deeper with the cow. Back up to cat. Arching the back as high as I can. One more big inhale. And exhale down to tabletop. Alrighty. Take as long as you need in any position that you're in. Don't want to rush anything. I'm feeling like this has been a good amount for day one. I definitely want to do better with the yoga challenge portion of my wellness challenge. So I'm going to kind of research the videos a little bit more before I dive into them to make sure there's something I feel comfortable doing, because there were just some moves that seem simple in theory, but are just not in my wheelhouse right now. So, yeah, that's going to be it for the yoga practice for today. And thank you so much for checking out the video and following my journey. And hopefully in 28 days, any video I watch is going to be nothing to me. So, thanks.